about the market brief. Now, in order to know and in order to see if the market is going to continue going up or going down for the next trading session or for the rest of the session, then like I said, the challenge here is to interpret and to see how the market opened and how the market is about to close. So the time that we picked to do this market brief, it is exactly at the closing of the Europe market. And why the Europe market? Because they are basically the ones that have more volume compared to the US market, and whenever the price it gets when they close all the stocks, all the market in Europe, that's what's going to happen for the rest of the day and for tomorrow. So now it's quite easy to see it, and I'm just going to apply it into currencies. I'm going to show you with oil, and I'm going to show you also with gold. But of course, you can use this same criteria of seeing how the market opened and how they closed for everything, every instrument that you would like to trade. Yeah, I mean, we trade live. That's basically the expertise of Watch My Trading. This is our channel. Here's we put all and we upload all our seminars and our market briefs, our daily report. But the daily report basically is the extended version of the brief. And here, what we do is like we explain, with more time, of course, how the market is going to close, and we give also a few tips on how to keep trading for the rest of the day, you see. So that is the difference between this little seminar that I'm going to present you and the market brief. So, but like I said, we trade live, and the basic concept of Watch My Trading is that people watch my own trades and they follow my analysis and they trade as I do. So that's basically it. Now the thing is, we don't use indicators, we just only use prices, and and I'm just going to start counting the time now and to show you how within 15 minutes you can see if the market is going to continue to go up or basically to keep going down for the next trading session. And it's quite easy to see it. So for example, I'm just going to grab my trading account. This is an MT4. I bet you know it. Well, indicators, no, because indicators are for analysis, and if you are a trader, you might know by now that if you are a day trader specifically, you cannot use indicators. Indicators are, just too late to enter the market, so you better use the price, Now, as you can see here, you may notice an indicator, which is the pivot point. And pivot point is not, the indicator will not indicate you when to enter and when to exit the market. That is the difference between to analyze the market and to enter the market. To plan a strategy, you cannot use indicators, you see. Now, of course, any strategy based on moving averages, stochastics, or MACDs, or anything like it may work within maybe 1 month or so, but then all of a sudden they stop working. And the reason is because the information that captures the indicator, it follows the prices, but when you try to do day trading, it's already late, you see. So it's not accurate to use indicators when you trade a high volume market. You see, for example, moving averages of 14 days. I can tell you exactly why all indicators will not work in the market. I can tell you exactly why the oscillators, volumes, the Williams, the trend ones will not help you to basically set up a strategy to enter and exit the market. Now, I started doing that. I started with indicators, like everybody, But then, and maybe that was the reason why I lost $80,000 in my first year. So now, after that, I went to New York and I started trading. I got my license to trade over there, and that's when I learned price action. And that's where they told me, you know what, just forget about indicators. Just plain chart. Just put your lines in the prices when you're gonna enter, when you're gonna exit, and that's all you got to do. So yeah, and that's what I did. And of course, within the next, after I started trading with the price, I started my account with, that was, back then it was, I believe I started with a 15K, and within the next 6 months, I already got my money back. So, so I can tell you why indicators don't work, because I suffered. I suffered the consequences. But then, for the last 8 years, I would say 8 years since I started training with price action, and that's all I needed to I needed to do. And but yeah, I mean, the way you learn price action is with traders right next to you, and you gotta basically understand the way they think, the way they set up the strategy, the way they analyze the risk versus the benefit of every entry, and that's what I did. And the concept of watch my trading is exactly that. Since I suffered big time what happened to me, then I said, well, how can I help people not to go, through it? It's sort of the same mistakes that I did, and that's what I started here in our country as well. Actually, the main office of Watch My Trading is here in Chile, and so that was basically how Watch My Trading started. And so far it's been into our trading room over 500 people that trade with us every day, and they continuously trading with us. We have around 70, 80 traders continuously trading in Asia market and the opening of Euro market. And but once they get what we do, once they get and they see the way they have to trade, the way they got to think and strategies, that's all they do. And they don't have to mess around with the indicators. They don't change the strategy. They start realizing how the prices help you to know exactly when to enter, when to exit the market, how to basically work with the reversal of the market, how to hedge the market, but not with indicators, just using the price. So let me go ahead and show you here, for the example, a dollar CAD, right? So you just need 3 different informations to know what's going to happen tomorrow with any instrument, any asset that you would like to trade. So the first thing you do is that you need to calculate, and you need to know when the price opens, when the market opens, when the market closes. Now the thing is, we got 2 markets involved in currencies, because it's a market that it trades 24 hours a day. Now, but still, we need to consider how the market in Europe open and how the market in US open. Now, for example, let's go with dollar CAD. It's dollar with the cross of dollar Canadian, and the market on Europe, they basically open here, and the market in US, it opens here. So what happens is that now the closing price of the market is going to happen above the opening. So the opening market is down below here, and the closing is going to happen above it, right? What that means is open interest for the buyers. So that is the first conclusion, right? Open interest for the buyers. That means the only market that is right now in dollar CAD are buyers, not sellers. Second conclusion is, okay, well, that means I can buy. Well, the fact is that you need to know also the pressure of the area. And you must know dollar CAD below 130 is into a sell pressure area. So if you're going to buy, because today the market is finished for the buyers, that means the buyers are in, not the sellers, then you need to start thinking, instead of buying, to catch sell prices, because if you don't want to add risk into your trading strategy, then you go with the same pressure of the area. And that takes you to the next conclusion. You say, okay, well, where are the sell prices in the area? And then you go ahead and start planning your sell prices. You start just identifying all your sell prices in the area, you see? But that is just based on this strategy, what I'm telling you now. But the first thing that we are talking now is how to know and how to realize when the market is going to continue to go up or to continue to go down. And that's it, just within knowing that information that I said, the open of Europe, the open of US right here, and the market is about to close on these levels, that means the market is just buying. And means the market may tend to go up for the rest of the day and even for tomorrow. It doesn't mean that you can buy now. It doesn't mean that you're going to buy tomorrow with inflation of coming up. But it means that the market may tend to go up for the next sell prices. Now, let's go ahead and see euro dollar, for example. Euro dollar is kind of like we saw with dollar CAD. The market opened here, and they're going to close here. Now Europe is about to close and the level is right here. Within the next 3 hours US is about to close, and if US closes also here, it means that the entire market is also into the buyers on euro dollar. I'm just going to delete these lines and show you. Okay, so the first conclusion is Europe opened here, US opened here, the market is going to close here. So basically, if I want to buy euro dollar, you are into buy pressure area in euro dollar, yes. And that means the best bet for you, it will be to catch all the buy prices you see in the area. So basically, buy prices we got here, a buy price, it goes up to here, one target. And if the market goes down, then you don't have a sell price close enough, but you may get the chance to buy on these levels down below here, 1958, 1953. Now everything changes below 1950. 1950, that is a sell price on the euro dollar. And that will be your first chance to have a sell entry in euro dollar without risk. But on these levels, it is for you to wait the price to go down and then to buy from here. So like I said, one more time, within just a few minutes, understanding when the market opens and when the market closes, you know exactly that the only thing that are participating in the market right now are the buyers. And if you're about to enter the market, then you may have conclusions saying that, okay, well, if the market is for the buyers and I have buy pressure in euro dollar, then I bet and wait for all the buy prices I can get, you see. Yeah, 15 minutes it is to understand exactly the prices. In 1 hour you can just see the opening and closing, but sometimes, you know, when you have such a difference of the market reactions and projection in the area, you get it too low, like this is too little to see it. So you better go ahead and go 15 minutes and then you got more clear picture of what's going on. But that is the only difference. I mean, 1 hour it is okay, like I said, to understand the market ranges and the pressure of the area, and also, you know, like I said, to see when the market opens, when the market closes, but you can get the same information within 15 minutes. I will not recommend intraday trading within 4 hours or 1 hour. In order to set up your strategy, you better go to your 15 minutes. 15 minutes is perfect enough for a day trader to work with. So let's go, for example, gold. Well, gold particularly today, it was kind of mixed, but let's see how the market is going to finish for gold today. So just let me delete all these lines. And, you know, Europe open here, US open here, and the market is about to close here. So as you can see, the market, well, depending on the time zone that you are at right now, we are in MGT -3. So for us, the market opens in our time, local time, within 3 and 4 a.m. That means in the morning. We don't trade the opening of Europe, we trade the opening of US. So if you are a day trader, I recommend you to trade within the first 2 hours of the market opens. Either you trade with Europe or US. The first 2 hours are the best to get the best range of the market, the best strategy, clean prices, and that's all you do. You don't need to be trading the entire day because, like I said, banks close it and then you don't have that much going on afterwards. So regarding gold, it is kind of confusing right now because the market is about to close here and the market opens here. But as you can see, it's very close into the open market, the open price of US. And that means that if gold goes down to here, the first 1 hour candlestick that the market opened in US, it means that most likely to keep going down gold within the next few hours and the rest of the trading session, you see. So these sort of things you need to also consider because Europe here, US here, and if the market the next few hours closes here, it means that the buyers are liquidating the orders and they're going to get the price to push down one more time, maybe down to the opening of Europe. Another thing you need to know about gold is that it's into buy pressure area about 1300. So if you're going to sell, you better get the best sell price in the area. And what is the best sell price in the area for gold? Well, you need to go ahead and see that here it is a sell price of gold. Is about to get into a sell price right now. The 1325.89 is a sell price target, and then you got more targets down below here, and then this is another sell price right here, and this is the target 1 and target 2. So if you sell gold, you better have a sell prices perfectly identified in the area, because like I said, it's a buy pressure moment for gold. So if you sell, you better catch, little by little, all the sell prices you may see in the area. So that is for gold. Let's go ahead and see dollar yen. Well, dollar yen today we entered for buyers, and we set up a buy stop right here at the 110.08. 110.08, it is a buy price, and this is one target, and this is another target that we have with dollar yen. So that's what we're doing, and we are just about to close dollar yen. And what's going on right here is quite easy to see. Dollar yen, of course, the market is going to finish for the buyers, and Europe opened here, US opened here, and the market is about to close here. And that means no sellers are in the area, and they're only buyers. So since we go after the 110.14 target, 110.20, 24, then that's it. Because over here we got all sell prices in the area. So there's no basically more no more buyers. That's it. The only buyers that we got are the buyers from the 110.08. After that, the market goes up to these levels, and they have sell prices of dollar yen, unless the market finished above the 110.24, and that's going to get us to 110.29, and then 110.37, and that's it. So this is the next range for buyers with dollar yen. So 110.29 up to 110.37. Okay, but yeah, like I said, it are the last prices for the buyers, you see. And what's going to happen tomorrow? Well, maybe dollar yen is going to finish in the area right here, and they're going to short tomorrow. The way it looks, dollar CAD also. Maybe the buyers are just going to close the entries, and they're going to short tomorrow too. But dollar CAD is going to continue to go up, and the market is going to close above here, and that means tomorrow we got two options tomorrow. If we are before the inflation is published tomorrow, inflation for consumers, if we are into a good buy price, we're going to buy. Now, what is a good buy price in dollar CAD for tomorrow? Dollar CAD, dollar yen, euro dollar, everything's going to be affected tomorrow with inflation. Now, let's go ahead and see, because in order to set up this strategy, and this is the projection that we are going to have for tomorrow, the information gets published 9:30 -3 Eastern time, and if let's see, if tomorrow we are with dollar CAD at the, let's see, 21.90, that means for us that the market is going to give us more buyers. So 21.90, that is tomorrow the level that we're going to buy tomorrow for the inflation. If we're below 21.90, most likely we're going to sell tomorrow. But that's just about projections, and projections also are good when you trade day trading, especially with the information of inflation, which is quite important. And yeah, but we'll see tomorrow. I mean, like I said, 21.90, that is for more buyers to get in the market. And let's see, well, German index, how to know the buyers and sellers. What do you mean? And it's quite easy to see it. I mean, dollar CAD, like I said, is into sell pressure area. What you're seeing right now are buyers, not sellers. On top of that, we know that tomorrow we may have more buyers. If the market opens here and they're about to close here, who is in the market? Sellers or buyers? It will be the opposite to think if the market opens here and they close here, what do we have in the market? Buyers or sellers? Of course, sellers. Sellers are taking the price, and here buyers are taking the price. That means no sellers are here. And if the opposite happens, the market opens here and they close here, then sellers are in the market, not buyers. So that was going on with dollar CAD and euro dollar. it's about to give us a probably, well, now we need to wait because euro dollar, like I said, is into buy pressure area, but we're not going to buy unless it is absolutely confirmed, because if we go through 1950, that is a sell opportunity. There is a sell opportunity, not a buy opportunity. So gold sellers also. So we see if we may get a chance to enter the market one more time. That may happen in the next few minutes. No, we need to wait the confirmation. That means we have to wait these 15 minutes and see what bring us. Euro dollar if bring us a buy price or a sell price, because like I said, it's quite close to the 1950. 1950, it is a price to sell, not to buy. But if the price pull back up again and goes up to 1959, that is to buy, not to sell, you see. So you just gotta analyze those situations every time you see when you get an opportunity. Well, that was pretty much it, and like I said, that's all you need. You don't need to know support and resistance levels. Everything support and resistance and trend terms, it is for the analysis. You don't analyze the market. If you're a trader, you want to trade. You want to set up your strategy right, and you don't care support, you don't care resistance, because support and resistance are areas of the market. It's like 50, 20, 120 pips. That could be your resistance or your support area. And if you're a day trader, you enter into support, you enter into resistance like nothing. Like if this is just part of your strategy. You don't care if this is support or if this is a resistance moment. You care the price. And you care the price and when to exit your order. That's all you care. So, but things that you need to know, it is the risk versus the benefit that you get out of the entry. And that is a, well, that take us to another seminar, how to know the pressure of the area. But let me recommend you from the channel, in order to see price mapping, we do have a seminar about, well, this is good, intraday trader, scalper, and long-term trading. That's going to help also understand what else we got. Yeah, it's gotta be somewhere the map price. It's gotta be the map price around here. I'm sure that we give it my pricing, how to do the map price, how to understand when the market goes up and the pressure of the area. So you may want to find it here. And well, that was it. The idea of this seminar is to do it every single day and to show you how the market is going to finish during Europe. So yes, and no, because like we said, we are doing this seminar in the moment that Europe is about to close. And as long as you understand when the market opens and when they close, you will know if the price is going to keep moving up or it's going to keep moving down for the rest of the day. That's all you need to know. And then on top of that, to understand the pressure of the area, when you are into buy pressure, when you are into sell pressure. Because if you enter the opposite direction of the pressure of the area, you are adding risk. If you're selling into buy pressure area, you want to make sure that that sell entry gets out of the market as fast as possible. Now, if you buy into buy pressure area, you want to pick the exact right prices to enter and to keep that buy entry as long as the market finished the entire market area. You see? So that is one of the things that when you are a day trader, you gotta really analyze first. If you want to sell into buy pressure, what is exactly the best sell price? If you want to buy into sell pressure, like dollar CAD for example, or what it was dollar yen in the 109, then you need to know exactly what is that price and when the market is going to take you up or it's going to take you down again. So 15 minutes just passed, and what's going to happen next with dollar CAD, we got 15 minutes, they finished exactly at the 2179, it goes up to 2180, 89, 2189, that is the next level for dollar CAD. And there's no sell prices. There's definitely no sell prices. And then to keep basically buying, because this is the next level, and to keep buying it has to be about 21.90, and from 21.90 the price enter into a new market area, which is the 122 and the 122.34. Now in terms of the euro dollar, we may get the chance to sell, and if we sell, that is going to happen below 1950. Below 1950, those are the sell prices. Well, because of market price action, that's what's telling you, you see. And like for example, euro dollar, if I need to delete all these lines and show you how did I got those prices, first I need to go to 15 minutes. In 15 minutes I can see when the market is buying and when the market is selling. So then you want to pick your sell prices. What do you think you got the sell prices on euro dollar in the area? Well, if the market goes down to 1953, what happens with euro dollar? They buy, right? That's what's going on. They buy. So that means that below 1953, more specifically 1950, then the market is going to sell. And you go and sell, but below the 1953. So that is a buy price for euro dollar. And then if it never gets down to 1953 and it goes up, then you need to pick prices above the market level, above the market price, the actual market price. So for you, then euro dollar is going to give you at 1963 a buy price, 1963, with a target at 1957, which is not a good opportunity. I would not take this buy entry right here. Instead, what you do is you wait for the price to go through them and to get you up here, and then you sell, you see. So like I said, there's many ways that you have to see when it is a good opportunity and when it's not a good opportunity. Okay, so that was going on with euro dollar right now. So yeah, we're gonna continue doing this every single day until you get, because this is practice to see and to set up the strategy. At first you're confused because you're used to, of course, support, resistance, moving averages and stuff, but over time, once you see it, one day you're gonna make the click in your head and you're gonna see it exactly how it works. But it takes time, because I made the same transition as you. I mean, I started with indicators, I lost a bunch of money, and then when I saw it, that I don't need indicators, I just need to read the price, and that's all, I keep doing it, you see. But you know, it was not easy at first because I was so confused. I was like, I could not trade with that indicator. I was like lost. And then I said, wait a minute, this is the boss, you see. Here is managing the indicator, not the opposite. Then why do I need to read indicator if the action is right here? This is just a mirror, and the mirror might be late, you know, but here is exactly what you need to know. But of course the price moves so fast and you're like, okay, well, it's too much. But yeah, at first might be too much, but then over time it gets so much easier, so much easier. You will never go back to any sort of indicators. And these yellow lines that you see, you can do it over and over and over and over once you understand it, and you will get exactly the same conclusion. That's what makes this, you know, to trade with prices exactly perfect. Will not miss a thing. So, okay, my friends, that was it for now. We're gonna keep doing this, like to show you how the market reacts within the price action over and over. But until one day you're gonna get the point and you will see it. I know at first it might be a little bit confusing. I invite you to trade with us. We're gonna trade tomorrow inflation. We got information coming up from United States. And yeah, if you subscribe to the channel, you will get the market brief. There was the market brief of today, and we do this every day. So we trade live, and that's basically our expertise. We're not into education too much, but we basically show what we do, and that's all basically. Yeah, that's basically what we're after, to show the experience, the final experience, how you have to read it, okay? Because it's so easy to study Fibonacci, right? So easy to study all the indicators, but the way it works, I bet you, is way too different. And after you know, the indicators will not take you to a constant returns over the next few years, you're saying, well, there's something wrong here. Well, thankfully, I realized that when in my first year of trading, and then everything was smooth after that. But it took me a while. It took me a lot of loss to see that first. All right, my friend, thank you so much, and let's keep in touch. I'm sure one of our representative here of Watch My Trend will get in touch with you and to invite you to our training sessions. Yeah, some of them are not in English, so you go ahead and see what videos are in English. Yeah. How long do I trade a day? No more than 3 hours. No more than 3 hours. Just 3 hours in the morning and then half hour in Asian market, and just to set up an overnight trading, and that's all I do. Over 3 hours, you're just losing your mind, and may not look confusing, may not look stressful, but it is. It is. Even though you know what you're doing, it gets confusing. So 3 hours is good enough. You get your entries, get out of the market, that's it. All right, my friend. Thank you so much. You have a great night. You have a great day. Bye-bye.